Hello everyone, welcome back to another Miscellaneous Monday, where today we're going to be looking at the Tobot Galaxy Detectives Powertrain. So before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which the video, or what else you'd like to see in a video. So before we get started, yes, I know today is Wednesday at the time of this video going live. Thanks to John Craft Hobbies, he notified me that my video had no sound. So that one got deleted. Yay. So as promised in the community post, it is going up today. So yeah, yay. But anyways, let's take a quick look at Powertrain himself. We're just going to focus on one side just because they're identical, more or less. So you get the nice V right here, which him and Speed, to my knowledge, are the only two with a V on them. Could be wrong. There could be a hidden V on the others, but oh well. And you do get a little bit of paint throughout this figure. The rest of it is part separation, so you get some paint right down there, and then for all the wheels, obviously. And I believe for that section right there as well. So yeah, they did a really good job on this. Now, this is the KO. Unfortunately, I could not find a complete set of Master V and all his people. This is the one where I'm like, yeah, the original is a lot better than, this one. And that becomes more apparent in the robot mode. So, but he does roll very nicely, which is cool. But for a real quick size comparison, here we have our favorite little bartender, Swerve. So you can see that this is no slouch when it comes to length. It gets even longer when coming to the back of each locomotive or train, whatever. They got flip out connectors. So you just go ahead and connect them up, and you get probably a good foot long train. So that is very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and separate these. Unfortunately, I do wish you could, clip them in together like this, but that peg is just not long enough for that, which sucks. Another thing that also sucks is just due to the way he transforms and everything, his crotch is just right here in the middle of the train. There is no getting around it. You can't even rotate it under to, get a little bit of a cleaner look, because then the clip itself interferes with the rolling. Can't have it up because then the shape of this interferes with basically the knee pad. So you're stuck with it on the side. And that sucks. But anyways, as far as train articulation, the back end can do one click each direction, and you can get, basically all the way out, but then that just does not look right. So I recommend about 4 clicks at maximum if you want to make it look like he is turning. So there is that. So as good as this train mode is, what about the robot mode? Well, let's get down to transformation. So we're going to go ahead and raise on up. So to get started, they're basically identical, just with the difference being on the head. So to get started, you're going to rotate this section so the wheels are facing outwards. Then you're going to fold down at this hinge and then fold down at that hinge right there. You're going to extend the leg, flip up the foot, and only on this side will you flip out the head, and there is 1/2 of him done. So do the same thing for this side. So bring this all around, bring that down. Then you're just going to clip him together at the crotch. Nope, you clip him together at the crotch. There we go. And then the head will secure the upper torso. And there you go. There you have Powertrain in his robot mode. And, looks really good. I think this is his best mode, in my opinion. A very clean transformation. So, but let's take a quick look at the face sculpt. And all of this is actually part separations, because this orange piece is a separate part. The black pieces are a separate part, which is very cool. You can't really make out his face sculpt over the camera. It's kind of hard to see, but he does, look good. His eyes are painted a kind of an aqua blue. So yeah, overall, not too bad. Now, as far as articulation, the head basically moves like 5 degrees left and right, so pretty much useless there, and that's all the articulation. Arms can do a full 360. They can move out at the transformation joint along with this joint right here for almost a full upward movement. You do not get a bicep rotation. You get like one click of an elbow bend. Now, the original one, there was a joint like right here that you could, kind of break down the fist and kind of have a separation and all that. Unfortunately, they did not carry that over with the KO. Obviously, nothing at the waist, just due to how he transforms. Legs move forward about 2 clicks. Back, you get even probably like 1 click just due to how his thigh is shaped. You get the full splits. You actually get a thigh rotation. You get just shy of 90. And the feet, I guess really the toe has that toe tilt along with a down and nothing really up. So pretty deep, could be better in the posability department, but it's honestly a lot better than I was expecting. Minus the arms, they definitely could have at least, pulled them down to give them more elbow. But what can you expect from an early Tobot? But anyways, for a real quick size comparison, here we have a little bartender Swerve, and he basically comes up to right at his kneecap, which is kind of funny. So yeah, as far as robot mode goes, between him and Drill X, he's not my favorite. Drill X does just a little bit more, is just a little bit better in my opinion. So yeah. But anyways, he does combine onto Master V. So to get that, you're going to split him right down the middle, fold back around his head. You're going to rotate him right here, 180, and then this clip will go into that section right there. So get that clipped in. There we go. Next, you're going to rotate the leg, fold down the foot, collapse it up, and bring it up. I would suggest leaving it down a couple clicks. Next, you're going to also flip up this piece, and there you go. There you have him in his boot mode. So do the same thing for this side. So bring that down, rotate, nope, we rotated it there. Then this will just clip in. There we go. Flip that up, not all the way. Then you're going to flip up this piece, and there we go. Now, bringing in just the pants, just because it makes my life a little bit easier on this guy. Oh, cat hair on my nose. Yay. So for him, you're going to flip out you really only have to flip out the bottom ones. You don't have to flip out the top ones, but I find it just looks a little bit better if you do. But what's going to happen here is you got a clip right here that'll go into the bottom of the foot, and then that section right there will clip into that bar. And the easiest way to tell which is left and right is lining up the back clip first, and you can see, oh, that won't line up. Also, screws. Make sure the screws are on the inside. So clip that in, then you'll clip that piece in. So do that for this side as well. So clip this in, and you're gonna flip this up and a clip in right there. And there you go. There he has the little booties now. So I'm going to reach off camera, bring in the top half, and clip that in. And there we go. There we have Tobot V in V5 formation, I think. In real quick size comparison, here we have Swerve. So yeah, he's tall, and honestly, this is about as tall as he's going to get. So yeah. Now, as far as Powertrain goes, individually he sucks. Honestly, he's just not worth it. But if he did not form the actual feat, I probably wouldn't have gotten him in general. So yeah, if you're going to get this full-on combiner, unfortunately you will have to get him. So, unfortunate as it is, he's, yeah. Granted, I guess you don't have to do the V5 or the final formation as well. You could just stick with Drill X and Phantom Bomber and do it that way. Completely up to you. So, yeah. But anyways, I think that is about it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more video reviews.